to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I just don't think the receiver finished his route. At the top of the comeback, you've got to really drive back downhill and give your quarterback a safe place to throw it. Receiver wasn't able to do it. That made it easy on the DB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. This time he's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab on the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, that they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Powell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Powell. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He'll keep it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option.
He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beard. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. It's complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's smart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Hodge. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Zings it complete to the right. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Hawkeyes are within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle and fast. They're up by 4 over Iowa. We'll keep you up to speed if anything changes in this contested top-5 matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beard. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Pulls it in. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To throw, it's Beard. He lets it fly. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Skips away from pressure. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's good. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Here's a hit. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. How about picking up the first down with the fullback? He's not just a brute who knocks people out of the way for the fancy running back. He can make plays too.
Use all the athletes on the field, including fullbacks. Fullbacks are athletes too, Reese.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hodge. Still running at the 40. Down to Sim on the left. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Beard. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's good. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Steps away. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got the back in the middle. It's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take...
Going for it all. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Swings it out to his running back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
Kentucky.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to pass, it's Beard. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. Running wide open down the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, and you get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Beard. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Got it behind the line. It's good.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Back to pass. It's Beard. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fit it in the window for the score. They'll line up to go for two. They want to throw it. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They drag him down at the 34-yard line. Said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Looking downfield, it's Beard. Rushes on him, looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Flicks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
31, Mississippi State. 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. He might want another play. To the air, it's Beard. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to oppose.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical,